No one wants to end up in a nursing home. But thankfully, it's not inevitable. So watch on to see our 4 exercise picks to keep you living in your own home. Hey, it's Ollie and Jack, and we're sure that you've heard the expression, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And this saying applies to our strength, our balance, our ability to get up and down from the floor, and our cardiovascular fitness.
But you can prevent a lot of the negative changes that are often associated with getting older by doing exercise that challenges you to keep doing the things you've always done. So let's get into those exercises right now.
Getting up from a chair might seem like an easy task now, one that you have no troubles with. But if you don't maintain the strength in your legs and your glutes and your quads to be able to do that, over time it becomes harder and harder. And if you reach a point where it just becomes a real struggle to get up from a chair, takes a lot of energy, looking after yourself becomes a lot more challenging. And you may even have seen this with people you know, or in fact with yourself. So performing the sit to stand is a great exercise to maintain your independence and the ease with which you can get up out of a chair and perform all your daily activities. Now, additionally, as you get older, you lose the ability to contract your muscles really quickly, which is what we call muscle power. So you can get more bang for your buck for the sit to stand by performing it really explosively. So for the power sit to stand, what I want you to do is find a chair where you can stand up quite quickly, and we're going to work on 10 repetitions, standing up quickly and slowly lowering yourself back down to the chair. Now, don't forget to do this quickly. A good tip is to bring your shoulders forward, so shoulders over shoes as you stand up. You can see I'm getting a little bit breathless. But to make it harder, you can add some weight. So pick a light weight to start. I've got a backpack here with a couple of books, and I'm going to perform the same thing, but I still want to be able to perform it quickly so I can generate that muscle power. And of course, if you wanted to make it easier, we would, lost the mic there, we would add a cushion to the chair so you don't have to stand up from such a low position. So start with 3 sets of 10 repetitions, add that into your strength training routine at least twice a week. You'll be well on your way to making that task nice and easy.
We all know how important balance is as we get older. However, most people will focus on static balancing tasks. What we think is also important to try is agility, so being able to move your feet quickly so that you're avoiding falls and trips. This exercise trains exactly that. So all you're going to need is a mat. I've got a doormat here. It's actually flipped upside down for lots of grip. And you could also use some tiles on a floor or even just a marking line. That's fine as well. This is called on and off the mat, and we are simply going to be stepping on and off the mat, just like that, leading with my left foot to start. You can try both sides. And then as we get more confident, we can pick up the pace, and this is where the agility comes in. We're really working at foot speed. So as you can see, I can really start to work on quick feet, just like I'm doing a bit of dancing, a bit of salsa-ing, like that. So that's going forward on and off the mat. I was leading with my left leg. You might also like to start leading with your right leg, so you're testing both sides. It's also really important to do sideways movement, okay? So on the mat, sideways, off the mat, just like that. Once again, like we are dancing in the club. And I can also move to the other side like this, pick up the pace. And this is really important for those times where you might trip and have to put your foot out really quickly. I recommend starting with 3 lots of 30 seconds going forwards, and then also including 3 lots of 30 seconds going quickly on and off the mat for a sideways direction. So give this a go so that you can become more agile and nimble on your feet. Do you know someone that would benefit from these exercises? Why not share this video by clicking the button below?
One thing our clients tell us all the time is how hard it is to get up from the floor, especially when they contrast it to how easy it felt when they were younger. Now, it's a really demanding skill because it requires not only strength in our upper body, our legs, and our abdomen, but also mobility in our joints and a little bit of balance as well. So it's one that we tell all our clients to practice. Now, the easiest version, you're going to start next to a sturdy piece of furniture like this chair, and you're also going to use a cushion or a rolled up towel for comfort for your knees. So pop the cushion down. We're going to go down onto both knees and then go up 1 foot at a time using the chair for support. So I'm going to right, left, standing up, and then go back down in the same way, left, right, standing up. Now, if that's too easy, you can get more out of it by getting rid of the chair. And I'm going down, left, right, and that's going to make my legs, my quadriceps, my glutes work really hard, lifting my body weight up off the floor. Now, if you're managing that okay, you can get even more out of it by going all the way down onto your back like this. So I'm going down onto my knees, onto my hands, onto my side, and rolling down onto my back. And then I'm going to go all the way back up. So sitting up with my abs up onto all fours, which you'll see requires a bit of flexibility. And then 1 foot up, and standing up requires quite a bit of leg strength there as well. So we always recommend including this one in your strength training routine for 3 sets of around about 30 seconds worth of work, picking a variation that challenges you, but it's tolerable.
Cardiorespiratory fitness is not just for Tour de France cyclists. It's so important to be fit so that you can do all of your daily tasks without getting too puffed out. And it leaves more room to do all the things you love in your daily life. So find a set of stairs in your apartment or community, or you could be doing it on an exercise step like I've got here, or you might even have a set of steps in your house. Now you can start really at any length of time you like, but a good starting place might be 3 lots of 60 seconds for a good session, and make sure you're changing it up and doing your right side and your left side. There are often steps in the community that you can find, big sets of steps near apartments, maybe in your local park there might be a set of stairs. So mix it up and try some different things. Now to make this harder, you might simply go faster, which is a really good way to get you breathing a bit harder. You might try some different step heights. So maybe you've got a bigger step somewhere and that's going to make it a little bit harder on your legs. Or you could also use a backpack, add some weight, just like you're hiking. Got this big one here, and that'll add some difficulty and get your heart racing a little bit faster. And over time, you can always increase the total amount of minutes that you're doing the steps for. So remember, don't neglect steps because it's so good for your cardiovascular fitness, but remember also your independence for lots of things you do in your daily life.
If you know someone who would benefit from getting moving to maintain their independence, make sure you click that share button below.